Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. Got his man! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Running with power. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got him downfield. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That play right there really shows you the trust between the quarterback and his wide receiver. They've obviously worked for hours all season long on these routes near the sideline. Nice throw, great catch.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. It's caught downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Criswell. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to run it left here. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score,
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Carolina 0.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Now he's looking to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. He's got his man.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, it's Criswell. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
LSU 17, North Carolina 0.
And the Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's now second down.
Now 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Criswell. The sweet feet buy a little time. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Slips through the line. Oh, he left him grabbing. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Durham. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Touchdown LSU! And the route is on.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
LSU 24, North Carolina 0. Number 32 set to hit this one.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Second down.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A little screen to the running back. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The give to the left. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Pickup of 2. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score,
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
North Carolina 0.
Dropping back, it's Criswell. Looking to scramble. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's a draw. Hard running there. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, North Carolina! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the Hallelujah Lamb. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking downfield, it's Criswell. Steps away. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. So an 82-yard drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. A strike downfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Leaves it with the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Criswell. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
Second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to throw. It's Criswell. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
He wants it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.
LSU 31.